Anyway, oh man. But anyway,
What's up, guys? Hey, it's been a long time, right?
it's been a while.
And this is what episode 12,
Episode 12.
and we have the man, the legend,
Hey,
Adam Cha.
What up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you guys?
Good.
Been great, man.
Been good.
COVID kind of sucks.
Yeah, still does. I mean, I don't know. We'll find out. I mean, I've spent all this time in the garage. I'm sure you guys have too. You've been breaking your car enough.
Yeah, just been breaking my car. I've been in the garage too much.
Now, Adam, what you been doing over COVID?
I'm just trying to stay cool, man.
Yeah, man.
It's been triple digits for the last 4 months, it seems.
Oh, yeah, Arizona. He moved down there, if you haven't noticed.
I do not feel bad for you. That sounds great, not going to lie.
That's good, though, man.
Sounds good.
It's good. How is, so the weather's good down there, obviously, but with the photo stuff, how's the photos been down there?
I've just been taking it easy for a while, just
Okay.
because, moving to a whole new place, you just want to get acclimated to.
Sure.
And feeling out the crowd was kind of hard. So with the car being down, that didn't help.
Yeah.
So once the car got up and running again, it was dead in the middle of summer. I just did not feel like taking the car out and
Sure.
sit in parking lots or something like that.
Yeah.
In 90 to 100 degrees. So
I hear that.
yeah.
I hear that. Well, this is a picture of your car. This is your Supra. This might be a little bit old. No, this is from down there, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep. That was the actual recent Chandler Cars and Coffee. So
And-
that was,
Fat ass
And
white
I
girl.
see the.
yeah.
I see the. I see Coy's car. Coy's,
Yeah.
right? Is that his?
Yeah. That's,
Oh man. What a blast, though. What's that company that down there that they got?
Facetto.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just couldn't remember off the top of my head. I
Yeah.
drew a blank.
Yeah.
It's pretty common when I've been breathing all these paint fumes in the garage. But no, it's cool. So obviously, you guys cruise out to some meets down there and stuff.
Yeah.
Dig it.
Is it crazy down there? Is it a lot of weather? Or like, what do you...
I guess it depends on what you mean by crazy. They do a lot of street racing down there. That's for sure.
Really?
They live for that down there. Street racing, and they do a lot of race for money. So, if that's your jam, that's a place to be.
Cool.
But
Where they go deep in the deserts and do that?
no, they actually, like, we have lots of highways. We have like 3 to 4 lane highways. So
Okay.
it's just a matter of knowing which one, I guess. I mean,
Which way to go?
yeah, they tend to use the newer ones, which is kind of like,
In Mexico.
yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
South of the border.
We're talking about, in Mexico, guys.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
asking.
Yeah, deep. And
Deep.
I think even Puerto Vallarta,
Yeah.
somewhere around there.
Yeah, we're somewhere down there.
Yeah.
I dig it. So that's pretty cool. I mean, up
That's
here,
awesome.
we've been hearing a lot of people. Maybe it's just because they can be out a little later or they have a little less going on. But I've noticed a huge increase in people racing on the highways this year.
Yeah, a lot
Just
more.
hearing it. I don't know if it's actually more or I'm just paying attention more.
I think it's because a lot of people are kind of like hating being inside, like
Yeah.
normally we have a lot of meats, so like you do that and kind of burn that, that stuff off, but we can't do that this year.
Yeah.
So
Lots of rogue spark plugs rolling around on the highway too.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful for those. But here's another shot. This is where's this at?
That's Power Cruise 2019.
Okay.
nice.
Okay. Different wheels.
Yes, those were the CCW LM20s.
Ooh. That was nice. When did you get the Supra?
I bought it in May 26th of 2019.
Okay. And you came from the S2000, correct? Right?
Yes, he did, which I still want to buy from you. So
Right. You still have that.
Yes,
he
I
still
do.
does.
I dig it, man.
Yeah.
That was a cool car, man.
That's actually why I'm coming for Christmas. I'm just if it goes missing, bro, I'm sorry.
And there was a whole debacle with wrapping and stuff, but I don't know if we have to necessarily get into that.
No, we
Yeah,
don't.
no, that's
let's
water
not-
under the
yeah,
bridge.
That's not
Water
gonna
under
Yeah.
the fridge. You heard it here.
Yeah.
Water under the fridge.
I dig it. Yeah, and then in Vegas, you guys were out at the Supras in Vegas. Is that what they call it? Supras
Yes,
in Vegas?
Supras in Vegas, yes.
Our very own Brian. Brian was out there. Brian Janish.
Yeah.
He ran into you.
Was it amazing out there?
Yes, it was amazing. Weather was a little bit warm, but nothing I couldn't handle. Otherwise, just to see that many Supras all in one spot was just insane.
I bet.
Yeah, and
I
this is
bet.
like a really low res photo I got up here too. I'm
Yeah,
realizing
bro, this
it's
is
like wow.
480p.
I got the 8-bit, But when I was going through some of the photos, because they haven't even updated them on their site yet, probably just waiting for the photographers to do their final versions. But it was pretty recent, right?
Yes, it was just this past weekend.
Oh, okay, so it is new.
Yeah.
So look that up and follow them on Facebook and Instagram. They had some pretty cool stuff on there already, but I'm sure there's gonna be a lot more, more of it, which is wild. Like I don't even know if this is this year's event, but I was going through the years, but man, there was a lot of photos. But
it's hard to say. If I had to say, I don't think this picture was from this year. I don't remember us being this packed because a lot of guys, they brought their trailers and they parked it right there too.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay, yeah, it could have been last year. They were social distancing last year, though. They left a spot in between each car. That's pretty funny. That's kind of cool. But yeah, no, I mean, all different kinds. There's some amazing Supras out there, and you have one of them.
From the look of this photo, I'm going to say it was 1996.
Yeah, probably. I'd be that one guy that brings a SC out to this party, and they would just be like, "Please leave."
No,
like,
the funny thing is, a couple SEs came.
Sure.
And I don't know if they were targeting the SEs, but their friends saw the cops and went in on it with the cops, and the cops rolled up and just basically turned on the siren and said Supras only.
No way.
Yeah,
That's
it's on the event page. That was
love
pretty funny.
I love it.
But
I love it. It's like the cousin car gets kicked out of the party.
But there was some pretty nice SEs there, and SEs are welcome there as long as they're swapped.
Okay.
So any car that's swapped are welcome there.
So it's not just if somebody showed up with a standard SC, they'd be like, no, it has to be something that's done special.
Yours might get in.
Your what?
Yours might get in.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not swapped.
Yeah,
per se.
I don't know if you guys saw the picture I posted, but there was a Mercedes with a 1J swapped.
Ooh.
And they let him in. So
that
was pretty crazy.
That would be really cool to see, and I think these guys would would actually love and appreciate that kind of thing because it's
for sure.
It's just somebody going above and beyond to make cool shit happen. So I dig that. I really do. Oh, let's talk about the Super Street, man.
It's so good looking.
Like this was, it was just
sexy.
a booty photo, like just
fat ass.
Yeah,
just fat.
So where'd you shoot this?
So this was shot in Phoenix. We had to plan it early in the morning because black cars hate reflections.
Oh yeah.
So I had to make them wake up like 4 in the morning. We drove out there. It was about 5 o'clock when we actually met up, and we had done the rolling shots already by then when we started taking the stills, and this was one of them where this was your typical ass shot.
Yeah, it
looks great.
I love all the really cool, kits that people are designing for these. I mean, it's really kind of coming. They were designing it before the car was even out.
Right.
And so the fact that people are customizing the hell out of this car versus waiting for a designer to make something and then it pops out. It's just I just love the fact that they pre-thought it out. Gazoo helped design the car so it could accept modifications a little easier, and people can do great big things with it. Like, don't get me wrong, I was dropping a bunch of money on the Omaze thing trying to win a Supra because that would have been great. But no, man, it's just such a nice shot. And then look at
so
that.
cool.
And of course, just this beautiful front end. And this is done in some of
you're
using the tail lights to illuminate the back. I mean, this is some of your traditional work that I've seen you do in the past where you've had like the lit up concrete. Oh, this really sucks for the people listening. If you should be watching this anyway, but if you are listening, just go look at Adam's photo work. You will understand what we're talking about because it's just gorgeous. But
6-12 real quick.
Yeah, well,
I say that to Adam all the time.
Yes.
you did like when he shot your car.
He made my
Yeah.
car look 10 times better than it actually looked.
Yeah, like it was crazy.
Yeah,
it
dude,
was good, dude.
This dude's a god when it comes to photos.
I was
Thank
like,
you.
man.
Yeah, super good. It's crazy. So,
By the way, if you haven't known, I think Josh, his Volkswagen GTI 20th anniversary is for sale right now.
I want to get rid of it. I want something new.
You want to go new? I mean, you've had it for a while. It's time to turn a leaf. But
Yeah, it
use
is.
that photo in the ad.
Oh, definitely. That's going to be the photo. So,
Dude, use that photo. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
I
Because
need
that
something new.
you did excellent work
Thank
with
you.
that.
Yeah, you
Thank
did a
you.
great
Yeah,
job.
I'm not to my own horn, but that side shot was just amazing the way it came out.
Yeah,
Oh,
it turned out great.
man.
Yeah,
was
and the
super
bags
happy.
looked really good on it too. Love it. It's funny.
Yeah, they
funny.
did.
Yes.
That was good though, man. I'd like to mention that today's episode is sponsored by JWP Automotive.
Yes, it sure is.
I
My boy,
got-
John Wayne.
John Wayne, hats off. Also, Budget Auto as well. He's
Yeah.
also a big influence on that for getting cars modified.
Mm-hmm.
Some big things happening with the JWP though. Just gotta
Oh yeah.
big things happening. I'm
Yeah.
really excited for it actually.
Yeah. I'm super excited. Like, I've been waiting for it to drop. Like, yeah. It's gonna be
It's-
great.
Hats off to you. You're gonna do great things.
And if you guys ever need anything done, make sure to hit up John Wayne at JWP Automotive. His number is
Beep bop boop bop beep bop
Yeah.
boop.
Anyway, just look it up. You'll find it on Facebook,
Yeah,
Instagram,
man.
anything like that. So
It's got some good stuff. So let's see here. So yeah, let's talk about what happened this year. We went from such an up to a down.
I know. I got sad real quick.
So this is an actual photo of a Volkswagen meet that Josh didn't go to this year.
Correct.
But no, I mean we saw a lot of empty lots. I mean, you know, some of the groups didn't have openers, didn't have closers, didn't have mid-season events. They were further and few in between. But yeah, no, I mean pretty limited. This year has been kind of limited.
Super limited. Yeah.
We have watched a lot of car clubs go away and return with new names because they were almost ashamed that they couldn't do something.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, you're going to see a big transition of, I think, leadership this for
agree.
next year.
Yeah.
And
This year was a hard year.
hard year. I think
Yeah.
you'll have people that lose interest.
Yep.
You'll have people that like gain interest because they've been working so hard because
Mm-hmm.
they haven't been going to shows. Like Josh's car, if you don't know, is probably going to just be immaculate when it comes out next year because he's had so much time to work on it.
And what's funny is I've had all the parts. I've just been lazy, and now I have an excuse to do it because hopefully COVID will be done by next year.
Well, hopefully. Well, it's, you know, that's still up for debate at this point. But I mean, I think there'll be some new ways of doing it. And a cool thing to mention is people found new ways to do it. This is a drive-in, by the way, but this is one of the things that people were going to do with Illis back. I don't know if you remember years back. We didn't do so much of it in the last year or so, but we were doing drive-in meets.
Yeah.
And that became like a cool thing because it allowed people to go hang out and cruise in their cars and do it old school
Yep.
style where they could sit in their cars, watch a movie, and still have like somewhat of a car show because you could walk around.
Yep, that was super fun.
What are some other ones?
So I went to, I don't know if you guys are EDM fans or not, but I went to Adventure Club in Sullivan King at, I think it was not Float Right. What's the place out in Somerset, the one that has all the concerts there?
Yeah, Flow Ride?
I think it might be Flow Right. So we had it might be Flow Right, it might be whatever it is. It's one of them was over there. It was super cool. There was a super cool concert, and they gave us like a 6x8 spot, and we were able to put like our hammocks up and like chairs, everything. Was way better than a normal concert, not gonna lie.
So it was
I
like
didn't-
distanced out?
Yeah, but I didn't have anybody bumping into me. I didn't have a sweaty, drunk, annoying guy running into me. You know what I mean? Like, I had my own space, and like, it was fun, dude. It was amazing. I had a great time.
Cool.
It's a little more expensive than normal, but it was
You know,
great.
but still, you can get down. What have you seen out that people have like to adapt their lifestyle to make it happen?
The spacing, we haven't really been doing that. It's just a matter of like, it's so hot that nobody wants to come out. So when they do come out, they're practicing, the mask and social distancing. But as for cars, they're still parking kind of same old, same old.
Same old down there?
Same style. And,
Gets
they're just
cooked.
doing it a lot more in
Right.
the morning before it really starts to
Makes
heat
sense.
up.
Okay. Yeah, because we went down there. We went down there to get our Chihuahua, like about a month and a half ago, and it was 114 degrees.
Yeah.
Oh my, seriously?
It was 114. We got out of the like. I've never seen the temp gauge on that van go over halfway, and it was just a little bit over half. I was like, it's overheating, which
Yeah.
wasn't, but it was hot, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
you know what's
really-
crazy down there is yesterday I was grilling and I told Tyler, I said, enjoy this because it's really going to start to cool down after this.
Sure.
And I said, do you know how hot it is right now? And he says, no. I said, it's 102 right now. But he was like, it don't feel that way. I said, exactly. Because one time I was in the garage and it was 95 degrees, but I didn't know that. I was feeling it. I was like, man, I could actually work in the garage at this temperature. What is that? So I looked it up and it was 95. And,
Wow.
the difference between dry heat versus,
Yep, humid.
Yeah. We were working on your car,
God, that was so bad.
and it got so bad. I got like heat stroke.
No, for like 3 days, dude. Like,
Dude, we
literally. So
Yeah.
both of us. So like, we were working in the car. We went to like outside of his garage, and we both just laid like
Yeah.
snow angels, pretty much,
Yeah.
on the concrete to try to cool down because we were like in the shade still, but like, it was horrible.
It was hot.
It was so.
but it was probably 95.
Yeah, it
You
was
know
probably
what
like
I mean?
95.
But
But yeah, we were in there
different.
all day though, and it was
We're dying.
Yeah,
I've
that was
since
bad.
then installed AC in the garage because I can't.
that was horrible. That
I
was
can't
such
do
a
it.
bad day.
Oh my god.
Yeah, anything over like 114 to 116, it's so
114. Okay, 1 to 16. I would
It's an
literally.
oven, bro.
I would
it's
die.
hard to
I would-
explain
I know.
how hot it is. You'd have to be there to
Right.
feel it
Wow.
to understand what I mean. It's
That's insane.
it's so uncomfortable.
Right.
It reminded me of the super bitter negative 30, 40s we get here in Minnesota.
Just flip-flop of that.
You get out there and you just hate yourself for some reason.
Why am I living
Yeah,
here?
yeah, it's pretty much it. And that wind picks up your coat or your jacket, and it hurts.
I don't even want to know what my trans tunnel feels like in those temperatures because it's already hot as it is now.
No.
If I was down there, I bet you my arm would get burnt as soon as I reach for the shifter.
Nope.
Dude, it's brutal. That's brutal, but it's dry heat. Speaking of dry heat, I want to talk a little bit about what we're gonna do. This is a road forward. I don't know. It's
2021.
It's a synthwave thing. Yeah. What are we gonna do for 2021? Like, what's big goals? Big goals.
I'm gonna let you go first.
Yeah, big goals. What you got? What are you gonna do for 2021? It's gonna break everything.
Well, just me in general, or
sure.
Yeah.
Or anybody.
Anything, yeah, whatever.
Okay, well, me, I just want to get out there and mingle a little more than last year. I've had a year to kind of figure this whole, scene out down there. I know that our car season's coming up, so I want to capitalize on that, get out there more.
Wait.
Yes.
I know. I heard
Wait.
that same thing too.
Yes, you heard right. Our
I
car
know.
season
I'm
Okay,
is
jealous.
coming
this
up.
has to be explained. I love this now.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not trying to be jealous.
Okay, so it's just starting.
It's just starting.
That's
Yep.
ridiculous.
Just starting.
Okay, we're gonna put the cars on the trailer, and let's just relocate.
I'm going down to Arizona for Christmas. So are you
Might
going to
as
come down
well.
with me?
We're gonna have to, because if there's car shows, we're gonna have to drag some cars down.
Hold on. We could actually bring both down there. That'd be a lot of fun.
Okay, so anyway, get back to car season just starting.
Yeah, car season just started, so I just want to get out, mingle more, get to know other car guys, and
Sure.
hopefully kind of build something there. As for the car, I'm probably gonna commit back to the black and purple. So
Mm-hmm.
I've got some things up my sleeve to, go in that direction again. But
Cool.
yeah,
See,
besides that,
This is why I got purple energy drink for the show. By the way,
if I did Monster, I would have taken one. Because
I'm about that purple stuff. He definitely is.
well,
You know?
What about you guys? What you guys got planned?
So, as spoken earlier, the car's up for sale. If somebody gave me what I wanted for it, which you can call me or text whatever, and we'll talk about it. I'm thinking about getting rid of the GTI.
Okay.
And I'm looking at a couple different cars. I'll tell you off the air what I'm looking at.
Okay.
But
I think I know.
yeah, you probably do.
I've been leaning you in one direction, but I don't think you're going to go for it.
You want me to get an SC?
No,
What?
no.
I know what you want me to get.
I want.
I
You,
would have never guessed that.
I want you to get a Pulsar.
Okay, so that's okay. I will release that info. That is one of my top 2 cars.
But
right now
that
I'm looking
SR20,
at. Yes.
the SR20.
So that's one of the cars I am looking at, and I really want one. Brian, you're my boy, so I expect you to find me a good price on one.
You
and
know,
a
the
good looking
Pulsar
one.
would actually look perfect in this weird retro.
I know, but
Yeah.
yeah. So that's one of the cars I'm looking at. So I want something
Sure.
different. I'm just kind of done with the GTI. Like I love it. It's an amazing car. You know, I've had my ups and downs with it, but
Sure.
I just feel like it's the end of the era for me with it. You know, like
Yeah, fair enough.
you know. So
It's a good. Well, it's a good run. And somebody threw me an offer on my car at this last show, which was ridiculous. And John Wayne looked at me and said, "Do it."
right.
And I said, "I can't. I'm not ready yet."
Yeah, that's how I feel a little bit, but it's time to let it go, man. I think it's time to let it go. And what's funny is I've actually had the guy who I bought it from has been bugging me, Adine,
Sure.
to try to buy it back, and
With interest.
you're not getting it for the same price you sold it to me. Sorry, bro.
Well, you put
it's
some.
never-
You put some time.
Yeah,
and money
I've
into
put some
it.
time, money into it. So
Yeah, that's cool though.
yeah, like I said, I love it to death. It's paid off, so like I could keep it, I guess, but I don't think I'm going to.
Fair
So,
enough.
we'll see.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, that just leaves me.
Mm-hmm.
And after doing this, all the Granas racing and Collins
You
stuff.
can't get rid of it, bro. I got to see this thing running for like 2 years, 3 years.
Well, we just never got Josh. We never got Josh up from Texas from CTS Performance to do this final tune or whatever. After because that was their biggest restriction and or holding us back was that drivetrain because the W58 can't take nothing.
Yep.
Right.
It's a nightmare. So I don't know. Like I think we talked about it briefly about what I was going to do, but
Yeah. I think
Okay,
on the
I'll
last
just-
episode we did.
so same engine. I did buy a second engine just to have it bored over to make it a 3.4. But so we have the Quartermaster 8-inch twin disc on a dual mass flywheel with the Collins going to CD09. Then solid drive shaft back to the Granas Racing Ford 88 with twin carbon disc LSD. Drive shaft shop axles and everything's been changed out in between here and there. And I got to say, it's like harder to drive, which that's your trade off is because the setup's made to take massive power, but when you're not putting the massive power on it at the same time, you're just putting like what we were tuned at. It seems like you want to go do a launch and it's almost like, no, you're going to have to throw more at it than that. So I feel like we need to, just now we can turn it up, but it's set up for it. But getting a guy up from Texas that, with this whole thing, it's really hard to get people to move around. And
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, Proving Grounds is when he normally comes up, but he didn't come up for that. So I'm ready. So my next year thing is to turn that up and the car scares me as it is, but I really want to be just frightened. Like
You need a roll cage that thing.
What
I'm
power?
gonna have to.
What power are you putting down and what turbo?
6265, which is the Drift Motion Garrett internal. We settled it for that transmission at 420,
Okay.
which we did at MAP, which was great. I mean, we went higher than that, but it was, you start running out of clutch because we started watching it get hot and then just slowly watching it plateau.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, we're done there. You know, the clutch is, and that was a weighted center force clutch too. It's like the heaviest clutch we can get, but it still started as it got hot. Still started just leveling off, and you're just watching it, and you can see it in the power, and you're just like, oh my god, the clutch is doing it. Yeah, the clutch is doing that. And all right, turn it down. Landed at 420, and it seemed to be pretty happy. But, you know, everything that we've done leading up to that said that we could probably go to, you know, 7 on this setup, 700 maybe. But the other engine will probably let us go up to, you know, do forged internals and all that stuff on the other engine.
What would you like?
Actually, really, I want just 650. I'd be really happy with. You know what I mean? That's a moderate number. You go higher than that on a 2J and that weight class of a car, you start you're just blowing off tires.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, how much do you need? It's just I think 650 would be happy, but to have like that killer mode set and just say, oh yeah, we hit 900.
Right.
It would feel pretty good. But that's just, you know, would you drive on that? No.
Yeah.
No way. I would hate that. I would hate to. I don't know. Where are you sitting at nowadays?
I'm sitting at 528, but my goal is just over 700, but watching my torque to about
Sure.
650. I don't want it
Yeah.
to come too fast.
Right.
You know, I've seen setups run 800 to the wheel,
Right.
but their torque doesn't come fast, so it's okay.
Yeah.
But with that 6262, it's going to come fast, so I might have to change it up for a 67, 66.
Sure. Ah, man. It would be so.
Wish I had a fast car.
All right. Well, one of these days, when we're all done and settled out, and we do something like Power Cruise, we'll have to line up and just have a good time with it.
Yeah,
It'd
that
be-
would be about the only time that the Supra would ever come back up here.
Yeah,
So
I know.
That'd
It
be
wants
sweet.
it wants to stay down in the dry.
it wants to be
arid-
driven 365 a year.
Yeah.
Oh, jealous.
I just want to remind you guys that.
Yeah.
Stop it. Stop
Well, so we've been doing the lady and I have been doing the Sprinter build, so we could actually take off and go do some different spots.
it. Another thing I'm jealous about, too.
We have, we got the
Proud of
trailer.
you.
We have the trailer and everything to tow the car, and it'd be nice to get out and just go see some other parts of the country and bring the car out and see how it does in different climates.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's super cool.
Because boost season is great when it gets cold outside, but then you know it's garage season. That car is
Yeah.
done.
You're on eFans, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
OnlyFans?
What's
Did
that?
you say OnlyFans?
eFans.
Oh, OnlyFans. He's on OnlyFans,
yeah.
too.
By the
Big
way,
Ginger 110.
By the way, Turbo Panda makes a really great eFan housing for those radiators.
Yeah. I've been talking to him. He's been trying to convince me to go over to eFan for the last year, but I need somebody who's proven to drive over like 3,000 to 5,000 miles on their Supra to where it kind of replicates my type of driving
Sure.
before I can get rid of that
Yeah.
damn nasty fan shroud. God, I hate that.
Yeah.
It almost blocks your whole damn radiator.
Oh yeah, it comes right up. But we did. My car runs a little cooler actually, and I don't know if that's a great thing. But where usually sat in the middle of that gauge, it's down. It's just above the next notch down. So actually, going to the IS300 fans with his shroud adapter, like it just keeps all the air in. Seemed to be a little bit cooler, which was nice. And then that hydro fan, we had one fail on somebody's car, and the fan exploded and went into the car right above my head into the hood. It just shattered.
Wow.
No way.
Yeah, I think it's hanging in the garage as a souvenir, but it missed my face. I hit the throttle on the engine, and it just went pow, 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 and it just shattered because of old plastics, man.
Yeah.
It's dangerous. Yeah, I mean, my door panels fell apart, so I had to put aluminum ones in them because it's old Japanese plastic from the 90s. It just doesn't hold up forever. So, but these are the things. E-fans for me have been great.
Cool.
Not mad at it. And it opened the engine bay up just a little bit more, so
For sure.
you can see more of that engine. Here's more of the future. So
Adam, this is your daily, right?
this is your
Yes.
daily, right?
Yes.
So you pedal to around the block,
Yes. It keeps all the heat away too.
right? Aerodynamic wheels.
So ugly.
It's awesome though that this guy built this in his garage
So
to
hideous.
replicate a Porsche
Right.
and bicycles around town. That's pretty funny, but that's the future. I think a lot of people are going to go green. I mean, electric cars. Obviously, we've talked about that before.
Everyone's going to switch over very quickly.
I mean, we can't beat them. They can do a lot that we can't.
Did you hear about California too?
No, what's
Oh yeah.
2035, no
Uh-oh.
gas vehicles are going to be allowed to be sold. New ones.
new ones?
New ones.
That's
yeah.
fine.
So, but that's still, you got to realize that's a big
Yeah.
step. Like,
Yeah.
that's a really big step.
I don't touch anything that's newer than 15 years old anyway.
I understand that, but you got to realize California has
It's
a lot of
price.
people.
It's a
And they
price
bought a lot
limit.
of new cars. So, like,
Yeah.
for them to switch over 100% like that, it's other states are going to follow.
Yeah, they
happen.
will. I mean, but they're not going to go after my 49.
No, I mean, it's not going to be like you can't drive a gas car, but they're going to I'm going to tell you right now, Chevy, or we'll just say GM, everything pretty much is,
Yeah.
they're going to go that way soon.
Well, that is a big thing why I switched over to collector plates because they were talking about Minnesota's emissions reform again. So I went over to the collector plates, and then I went 3.5 inch split to dual threes, no cats, no mufflers, just straight back. Like, sorry, I understand the environment, but I don't drive that car enough to affect the environment. So the theory here is we're really the daily drivers. I understand that, but when you're in a collectible situation or a car that is purpose built, for something, then regulation almost has to get thrown out the window.
I agree.
Because there's certain situations where it doesn't work to have that stuff on there. It's actually worse. You're worse off.
Right.
For one thing, I'll say is 2007 when they started the DEF law
With all the
For diesels?
yeah.
or the emissions. So they inject. If you don't know diesel, they inject DEF into the, into the exhaust to get rid of particulates and chemicals and whatnot. That made a lot of vehicles. It's good for semis. It was good for big trucks, cat engines, all that stuff. But then the smaller diesels didn't help them at all. They actually got worse.
Yeah.
So you had stuff like diesel.
And it's expensive. That stuff's not cheap.
Yeah. So if I have an engine, the pre-def that gets 26 miles per gallon, and post-def it gets 18, what's cleaner for the environment?
Not 18.
But it's supposed to be because it's clean air, right?
No.
But this one gets 26. See, that's the trade-off, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes it doesn't really help out. It's unfortunate that way, but
Anyways.
I'm dealing with that right now, by the way. So
Yeah, I know.
I'm pre-def.
Are you?
Yeah, I can still hear. This is also we're going back to the future just a little bit more, and I'm hoping that all of you listeners and people at home and everybody out can have a more successful next season, spend the winter or car season coming up for Arizona people over here. God,
Lucky.
Hey.
just outdo yourself every year. Like, really push forward. And if you're not, well, at least go and make sure that you're thoroughly enjoying what you have.
Yep.
Because with all the people that we don't get to see again this year, that we've lost, all the people that won't be able to be out at our car shows, and their family members, appreciate what you have. Because you never know when that is going to be gone.
I feel like I took like last year for granted. Not gonna lie, like I didn't go to as many shows as I really wanted to go. Now I regret it. It was
Yeah.
like this year sucked. I hate it.
Yeah.
Like we only had a couple good shows, and But it's good seeing all our friends, and I call them family, honestly, because
Yeah.
I hang out with the car community, I feel like, more than I do my own family sometimes.
Well, we didn't even get to
You
do a
know.
lot of Dream Killer shows. How many did we cancel? Like
Too many,
a
dude.
dozen?
Yeah.
Right before COVID hit, we did the last episode, which was at the Twin Cities Auto Show live.
Yeah,
Or-
and that was right when it was hitting.
and it was right when it was hitting. The next day, they
Everything was
shut down the
entire
Twin
city,
Cities
yeah.
Auto Show.
Yep.
We did the show, and there was nobody. Like, it was really, really like weird how quiet it was,
Yeah, it was super weird.
and
Yeah.
then it was gone.
Yep, and then everything shut down.
It's too bad.
It was,
But if you would like to hop down to Arizona, you can start a whole new car season. I think we're going to do that.
Yeah, we are.
But on top
Especially
of
in December. Hey, like, we'll just rent a trailer. Your trailer can't fit both of our cars.
no,
And for those who won't make it down, don't worry. I'm going to post lots of pictures.
there you go.
We'll be down there. I'm going to be down there for Christmas. I'm for real. I'm going to be down there.
Nice.
I actually.
He's going to come crash in your house because
Oh,
I saw
Shaw
that.
Suites.
You've been there
I'm
before.
about
I've
to
seen
be
that
there.
photo. I've seen that photo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he came down one time. It was like a weekend getaway.
Yeah, for some
Oh
fun.
yeah, that was real
Yeah.
quick. Just a
Amazing.
one day
It was
out.
like
yeah.
a one day, I missed him, so I
Damn,
had to
too
come
bad
down.
we don't have proof.
We'll put it up. We'll flap it up real quick.
We're gonna slap up some proof.
There you go.
So let's see. So how do people get a great opportunity to look at all of your work? What's the best ways for
Yeah.
them to look at your photos and stuff like that?
You guys can follow me on Instagram, TYC Photography, or Facebook, TYC Photography again. And yeah,
His OnlyFans, TYC Photography as well.
Oh yeah, making
Yes.
big bucks.
Big bucks.
Big bucks off
yeah. COVID forced me to do what I had to do.
that. And, well, we've been following and looking at this. Really awesome that you got a chance to do the Super Street thing. That's pretty.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's pretty
Second time
great,
in, huh?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's unfortunate they're not print anymore. That would have been
Yeah.
Right.
so badass again. But yeah, this is my second time around. The first time was way back in, I think, 2009
Cool.
when I shot a ITR 16,000 miles from Fargo. Tent Masters. Yeah, Tent Masters. Yeah. Shane owned that car, but that was the first time around. This is the second time around with that MK5 owned by Josh Nepa. And then Josh also owns a 1,000 horsepower MK4 that's
Wow.
also coming out as well.
Nice.
Wow.
In one of the feature articles from Super Street.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so if you go to superstreet.com, it is the first feature right there on the cover. If you go, look at it now. It might be the second when we drop this, but it is right there in front of your face, and you should definitely go through those photos. And it's really good work, as usual. Super
Thank
good
you.
work.
Appreciate it.
yeah.
Nobody takes photos. Nobody edits photos like the way you do. And out of just pure respect, it's just one of those things that's it just sets it off, dude.
And it was
It's
a
just
man.
so good.
He's a
So
man.
good. And Josh, how can we find you on the old interwebs?
So for now, my name is going to be Waskley GTI on Instagram. So WASKLY GTI.
I put that down here.
Right here.
Yeah, it's right there. And I'm Luxury Missile on Instagram.
Soon to be Luxury RV.
Soon to be Luxury RV. No, but like I said, I had a luxury car, and the best way to do it is to get rid of the luxury out of it, to make it just to strip all that out there because it weighs a lot. That's the big difference. You know what I mean? I mean, Luxury Missile, man. Get rid of all that.
Yeah.
Strip it down. Kokyuru Masaru. But anyway, so I just want to say, we got the new apparel going on. We should definitely have people go over to drivecartel.com, get the
Definitely.
Broken Promises thing.
And we have some new masks too. So what's cool about the mask is they actually are adjustable. So if you got fat ears, you're good. You got a big head, little head, whatever.
Sold.
Always works. No
Yeah.
matter what. So
That's good. I
no
need
matter
that.
what size head you got.
I just got this giant circular
It'll
melon,
fit your fat ass head.
fat ass head.
And so I got a question. Since I'm out
Mm-hmm.
of the loop, fill me on the Broken Promises, the story behind that. What's up with that?
It's just kind of our new thing. So I I don't know. Nuke kind of came up with it. He wanted to do Broken Promises and then Speak of the Devil. So
Yeah.
we actually have Speak of the Devil. I'll show you some cool stuff after
Okay.
the show. Can't show you guys. Sorry, but
A little sneak peek right there.
yeah,
You
you're
just
gonna
got
get a
that. You're
sneak
gonna have
peek of
sneak
some
peek.
stuff that's going on. But it's just Broken Promises. So it's when you cross your fingers when you're like, oh, I promise.
Yep.
You cross your fingers, it doesn't count. So that's her thing. So
Gotcha.
Nuke kind of came up with that.
Yeah, it's a good image on it. It looks real cool, and that's a good thing with Drive Cartel. They're always switching it up.
Yeah.
I should say we're always switching it. Always just kind of making new things happen and just keep it interesting for us and also
I
just
think
get
we
some
kind of
fresh
wanted
in.
like just a symbol for us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think so. That's why I don't know. I had it up on one of my profiles. Penny had it up in hers. I
Yeah.
mean, it's just
It's cool.
our little symbol.
I'll dig it.
We're the cartel, so we gotta have a gang symbol, right?
Something like that.
Just kidding.
suppose.
I'm
What?
kidding, but
Weird.
yeah, that's our thing.
But yeah, no, that'll be good. You can go over there. You can also get some of our other ones. You can get the Dream Killer stuff there on drivecartel.com. Just a bunch of cool stuff as usual.
And we also have, which you guys should actually be looking at pretty soon, coilover covers.
Oh yeah,
That's coming back
Tis
in the season, so you should grab that. We do have, I want to say they're $80 for the set, right?
Yeah, something like that. But you can go. I believe you can get them installed over at Budget Auto.
Yeah. So hit them up talking about that. They will have. We'll probably drop some off this week more to them.
Yeah, they carried them in stock last year, which
Yeah,
is
so
great.
they'll have them. John Wayne, hit him up.
And he's gonna be like, "No, I'm not doing that."
I know, but yeah. So we have those, and that's pretty much it for the new stuff right now, right?
Yeah.
And the winter hats coming back out again too.
Oh yeah, I got one over there. I'll wear it on the next episode. But this stuff's pretty cool. Well, I'm gonna say that about wraps it up for now. I just wanted to give. Once again, a big thank you for coming out to Adam Cha.
Yeah, thank you.
And
Thank you
because
so much,
Thank you.
my
Appreciate
man.
it.
he's one of the scene heroes that works super hard. And if you've been to any of his shows or seen any of his work, then you totally understand because we kind of nerd out over it because
Yeah,
well,
he made us call us Big Papa or call him Big
Yeah.
Papa the whole time he was here.
it's
So.
weird.
Just
It
you,
was
Josh.
super weird.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me on.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I've
there's
been looking
definitely
forward to it for a long time.
and it's definitely one of the things that completely exemplifies what it means to be a dream killer. Like really putting it out there. Some people
Definitely.
dream and some people crush those dreams, and you definitely go get out there and you do that, and we respect
Thank
you
you.
for that.
Appreciate
So.
that.
Absolutely. Well, that concludes this episode. Thank you for tuning in, and catch us on the next one. We're going to be trying to get this back up and doing this regular again, because you know what? We're just tired of just waiting. We just want to
We
get
are.
back and just rock out.
Bye.